Thanks for coming in. We are here joined today by Human Consciousness Support, the founders behind this formula Masterpeace. We're joined by no one other than Brother Sage and Matt Hazen. Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys on board. I'm very excited for this talk that we're going to go about this holistic health supplements that you guys are promoting. And so, yeah, basically, I'd like to know what is the purpose, first of all, behind human consciousness support and with the formula that you have behind it.
Yeah, the company Human Consciousness Support is a company that wishes to provide support and through products in the raising of human consciousness. So human consciousness at this point is an irrefutable science. The level of consciousness is something that's very important in an individual. It will lead to their well-being in life, them being negative or positive. And we wanted to help mankind on an individual level to be able to get the things out of their body that was causing not just their vibration, but their consciousness to be lower. And so we set out to create a formula or a product that was going to, in simple terms, remove the stuck, trapped, forever toxins, forever chemicals they're called, things like heavy metals and mycotoxins and whatnot, and replenish your body and your cells with the most nutrient-rich substance that that science, as of right now, to my knowledge, knows of, which is structured charged marine plasma. So that was that's the goal, to empower people. You know, you can't really pull them around and make them live their best life, but humans are so amazing because they'll actually live their best life if they can get these things out of their bodies that's causing our whole population to be full of apathy and lethargy, laziness, which leads to indifference and just non-doership, you know. So
all right, cool, that's awesome. So as far as I can understand, you know, it's marine plasma. So does that contain, like, you know, all the nutrients that the body needs, or how does it actually help with this? How did you manage to accomplish it?
What makes up 99% of the formula that's in the Masterpeace product by Human Consciousness Support is marine plasma. Marine plasma, we knew the most important part of when you remove toxins out of a body, you have to offer it something. Helps the whole process of the body making its way back to homeostasis, back to its best self. Marine plasma, as we understand it, is the healthiest substance on Earth that does that. A lot of people aren't familiar with this term, but it has unmodified RNA in it. That basically tells your body how to rejuvenate, be its best, what to do with itself. Our human bodies are magical healing machines that, if left intact and strong, can do all the processes that it needs to be at its best. And marine plasma is the very best at setting the body up for that. So actually, it's really interesting. It has all the different elements in the periodic chart. The only difference is everything in this world, whether you're talking about healing devices too, you set them one way, they're bad for you. You set them another way, they become healing for you. And it's the same way with the things that you ingest. And so, you know, certain things, you want things to be in their most bioavailable form. You want the body to be able to take them in and be able to use them as it needs. And nothing compares better than marine plasma at doing that and setting the body up for that. So the other part of the formula is what's known as the master binder, binder to toxins, that is. It's a master chelator. And what that simply means is it's called zeolite. Zeolite is lava that has made its way into seawater. So when lava comes out of a volcano and goes into the seawater, it basically becomes zeolite. Zeolite is Mother Nature's or Mother Earth's best master binder, best thing to just improve, to cleanse itself, purify itself. And so when we make the zeolite and the formula down to the right size so that it can absolutely go anywhere in the body, that's what it does. And it binds to the toxins and the forever chemicals. A lot of people know it as nano-sized heavy metals, PFAs, BPAs. If it's a bad word that has to do with environmental pollutions and things that are not good for you, you can almost group it up in that list. And zeolite is known at the best at attracting those things. And because zeolite is not digestible, you end up getting to take it in. The Masterpeace formula in this case goes into the body, binds to the toxins, and within 4 to 6 hours, it leaves your body through, could be breath, could be skin, could be your bowels, and could be urination. And at that point, replenishes it with the very best nutrient-dense stuff in the world, marine plasma again.
Okay, and that's the sort of thing that you're seeing. You've probably done tests showing that it actually gets expelled from the body, that it doesn't get stuck or something like that. Like these zeolites.
Zeolite, yes, absolutely. Zeolite on PubMed is, first off, zeolite's a mineral, right? It's a mineral that on many studies that you can look up on PubMed. If you put in zeolite and nano zeolite, you're going to see an enormous thousands of studies. It is well known as always and forever being 100% undigestible to our bodies. So when we take zeolite in, it is a highly negative charged particle. For the most part, virtually all of the things that are bad for you tend to have a positive charge. And so with the zeolite being indigestible, when you take it into your body, it goes in as a negative charged particle, and the bad stuff goes like this, gets stuck to it. And because your body doesn't digest it, and then you get rid of it, all stuck together. Yep.
Oh,
so very safe. Very safe and effective. They haven't had one study, Niels, to my knowledge, they've never had one study that showed zeolite on any level being anything other than safe and effective going into a human. Yep.
Okay. And so what would you say is different to Masterpeace zeolites compared to others? You know, there are other companies and products that are utilizing zeolites.
I would say everything. Most of those companies, they want to take water with, they take what's called micronized. Micronized is AKA or the same as micrometer sized, which is smaller than what you can see with your eye. You can't see a micrometer with your eye, but it's not even small enough actually to get through past your intestinal tract. So it's more of a gut detox. 95% of these zeolite companies, any powder, every powder is a micronized powder. That's not going very deep in your body. That is a completely different mechanism. Everything about that is different. We're talking about a nanometer sized zeolite that is at a perfected particle range. There's not a company out there that has a better particle range. And why is that important? You need it to be small enough to go anywhere in the in your body that water goes. You want the formula to go anywhere in the body. So it has to be small enough, which means bioavailable enough to get down to the deepest recesses. And so with you being 99% water molecules, Masterpeace goes to where 99% of you goes, and it will bind and retrieve and purge out those toxins. So the marine plasma is even smaller than the zeolite. Marine plasma, again, is the most, here's actually a little bit of it if you want to take a peek.
Yeah.
Marine plasma, where you find marine plasma, you see a literal life explosion. So if you got to go to the right part of the ocean where it's it's because of the currents, it's making a toroidal field and it's above plankton. So you got this toroidal field of ocean water going above plankton, and you end up getting where life begins on the planet. And so when you're putting in marine plasma, that is in the pico, which is very, very small, and again has a lot more in it. It has all the minerals that your body could need to use to make anything it needs to make. We all know our bodies, if our body has to make something, it takes from itself and makes it. And so you want to offer your body the most nutrient dense arena of a substance to take in. And so the marine plasma portion of Masterpeace, because there's only two parts. It's really simple. You have this stuff, which is harvested by the most highly sourced place we could go find it. And it's literally a man and his wife that go out to a protected Pasadena in Spain and literally find the perfect place. They don't harvest it during the wrong seasons. It's not a big setup by any means, but it's by far the best marine plasma on Earth. If we ever find anything better, we would switch right to them because that's what Masterpeace is about. But when you take marine plasma that is that small and that bioavailable, it goes everywhere and is ready to give your body the most perfect blueprint nutrition there. And so when you end up doing that, when you put that kind of thing with nanometer size zeolite, our body, this is a synergistic formula. Our body all of a sudden goes into this amazing level where it's willing to give up anything bad that it has because it has marine plasma to choose from. And it would much rather have marine plasma than anything that the zeolite is specifically designed to bind to. So if you picture the zeolite going into your body and your cells and everything are like, should we let this, your cells become more permeable and allowable more, where because that plasma is all around, and it says, oh yeah, we'll give up all this bad stuff because we have the best to choose from. Yeah. Right, so getting the toxins out becomes as easy as what they used to say, the old saying, like taking candy from a baby. All of a sudden, the cells want to give up all that candy, all that heavy metals, and replace it with marine plasma. It's really, the results speak for themselves. It's amazing. Not just hearing the testimonials, but knowing all the people that's taking it and what they're getting out of it. It's pretty amazing for this day and age. We're in a toxic dump, and it may be invisible because it's nanometer sized. It could be coming from the skies. It could be already in the food. It could be in the soil. It's in everywhere. And you may not be able to see it, but you're breathing it in and you're ingesting it in. And that stuff's got to go. And that's what Masterpeace is all about. It was specifically designed to do just that.
Is it safe for kids and animals to take?
Of course, yes. I don't know how we could even come close to losing this debate if I said this. It's the healthiest thing that they've ever put into their body. So if this ain't safe, they might want to question a whole lot of stuff in their life that they're taking in. Yeah.
All right. Does that go as well for pregnant women?
I'm not a doctor and medical disclaimers. I can just say on PubMed, they've never been able to show zeolite, again, is indigestible. So it's going to go in as a negatively charged mineral. Yeah. The only thing that happens is positively charged things, which are bad things, are going to stick to it. And then it's going to leave your body with those things stuck to it. And then you're putting in marine plasma, which again, in terms of science, as science understands it right now, there's nothing more healthy for you than marine plasma.
Oh, yeah. As far as I can understand, these zeolites, the negative ions, is that correct that they are encapsulating and expelling the positive ions? Like, how does people have like big, Herxheimer reaction or detox crisis, or what are people's overall experience like with, say, like testimonial, taking this substance?
Really, most Herxheimer detox reactions, you want to call it, that is primarily the taking the heavy metals out. See, your body, your cells want to use heavy metals or minerals. If you're mineral deficient, or what they call nutrient deficient, then your cells will start taking heavy metals instead of nothing. Okay, but it does a lot better with minerals inside the cells instead of heavy metals. So what a Herxheimer reaction is taking, like, just taking zeolite with water, or zeolite with nasty mineral, inorganic, not very bioavailable minerals like rock salt and so forth. And what you're going to see, even sea salt, is you're going to see where when the zeolite takes out the heavy metal and it doesn't have a good replacement, that gap, when your body's trying to find its way back to homeostasis, that's when people have that discomfort. Masterpeace formula is nothing like that. Masterpeace formula, at the same time you're taking in the zeolite, the marine plasma, which is 99% of it, is going even deeper. It's flooding the way. You take Masterpeace by putting 5 drops now. We have to lower the dose because we keep making it stronger and more effective. It's the most gentlest detox supplement out there, but it's also by far the most effective. And so you only take 5 drops into your mouth, swish it around for as long as you can. The marine plasma is scientifically proven to absorb at the speed of light. Did you hear that? At the speed of light. So it goes in even faster than the zeolite. Okay? Yeah, so you take 5 drops and 99% of that is marine plasma that's going, and then the body goes, oh yeah, this is perfect. And then the zeolite comes right in with it, and just all the cells are like, we're chilling, and they give up all the bad stuff. It's that simple. So,
That's
I'm not gonna. We've had people that have, and it's like 1 out of 200. It's very rare that say, well, I got a headache the next day or the first day I took it. That's very rare. I don't even. It could have just been a normal, any old headache that they get. I don't know. But compared to any other type of nanozeolite or nutraceutical that leads to a Herxheimer reaction, this is much better than that. Much more gentler, but again, the most effective product out there. Yeah, so it is I would say it's the gentlest out of the effective products, right? If a product doesn't pull out any metals and gunk, then you're not going to have a Herxheimer reaction at all. So, but if it's a product that's pulling out some type of gunk and junk and toxins or heavy metals, then ours is the gentlest, I would say, out there. From my opinion and from what I've watched people, yeah, totally. So don't worry about that. Worry about that with other products.
We have the best of purification and restoration and nurturing in one product.
Yeah. So does it help people? There's a lot of people, that are dealing with, cravings. They are addicted to stimulating foods, chronic pain. People have fatigue or anxiety or depression. Like, have you seen good results, in these terms?
I would say that a huge underlying issue to anything neurological or anything to do when you start talking about central nervous system and the brain and your emotional state of being and whatnot, when we start getting into those levels, now picture we are 99% water and we're supposed to be the rest basically minerals and then the few little things our body needs to make, right? So we're not meant to be 99% unhealthy water with, and instead of 1% of minerals, 80% heavy metals and 20% minerals because we're mineral deficient. Our bodies don't work the right way. And all of a sudden people can't think. And so just picture that, right? You have a healthy cell and you got trillions of these things all up against each other. Trillions of cells that's supposed to be water, 4-stage water, all that stuff. And and minerals. And it's an amazing electrical biochemical communication device, right? And the whole thing communicates with each other. And when it's all lined up, it works great. And it doesn't take too much for it to be off. And all of a sudden you get things like autism, Parkinson's, schizophrenia, all kinds of stuff like that. And so when you're dealing with things that you could even maybe say are like autoimmune, look, inflammation. Inflammation is a positively charged thing, right? That's why people can go out and ground or do some type of negative ion therapy that will really reduce it. Well, all those things are made worse and are exacerbated when you have trapped, stuck forever chemicals, right? And so it serves to say that if you're taking something like Masterpeace, which is head and shoulders above everything else that's out there, and we purposely, as a company, because it's very important for every person in the world, our mission is for every person in the world to get a chance to hear about the Masterpeace formula and decide for themselves if they want to choose to give themselves a shot to thrive at their best again. And all those deep underlying type of things that are plaguing our society and population and humanity as a whole, right? I mean, we're all fat, and we're fat in the head, and we're slow in the head, but we're slow in the body, and we have all that does get better if we could get out the stuck, trapped forever chemicals, right? And that's what Masterpeace is specifically designed to help with. So you can kind of picture how that would work out. It's always a touchy subject, right? When you have something that works, you tend to get a lot of, they make you where you can't almost say anything, right? You got to worry about when you have a product that really helps people and supports them, all of a sudden you can't lie. But if you have a product that's approved by different organizations and stuff that are, then all of a sudden you can make all kinds of, you can make as much of a claim as anybody who has something that actually works. So, yeah, but I would say we're in a worldwide health epidemic, and a big root problem why it's so unprecedented and such an anomaly as how bad it is now compared to just 20 years ago, 40 years ago, is because we have this new level of technology that was put into insecticides, everything. You see it in the chemtrails and all that, where they're trying to help us out by blocking out the sun, so that we need to get our planet colder. And so they try to help us with this nanometer sized aluminum. And the only problem with that stuff, when they spray it to help block out our sun, is that we also breathe it in, and then it goes down to the soil and it gets in everything, and it causes health problems on every single last level. As what all we have to do is open up our eyes and look at our fellow man and see. I can guarantee you, whoever you are, this is my guarantee. Whatever is not perfect about your health, whatever that may be for your specific condition in life and health and physical health and emotional health and psychological health, I can guarantee you a very big root problem as to why that's there goes down to the stuck, trapped forever chemicals, nanometer sized heavy metals. Your body is not the same with them being in there. And every 99.99%, I can't say every time or 100%, I'm not allowed, but I can say 99.99999% of the time, they're in you. And they're keeping you from being your best version. Yeah. So all the stuff that you can name is probably going to get better to a noticeable, measurable degree. But we don't cure anything.
Wow, that sounds so good. So yeah, I even have a friend, who's dealing with like brain issues, neurological issues, problems. He just feel like he's on the down. Just people overall in general, for sure, I should say, we're having a health crisis. So would it even been helping like in these regards?
Yeah.
I can imagine because
I would be
almost
very
sounds
shocked
like,
if it didn't.
sorry,
What's that?
it almost sounds like it unclogs and unblocks, blockages inside the body. Is that correct?
I would say, there's a big discussion about blockages, right? So, I could imagine if your body is full of stuck, trapped things that are not natural inside of you, that your body's not communicating, and that could lead to blockages of different levels. I mean, it sure makes sense, right?
It does, 100%. So is this something that everybody can purchase? Like, do you ship worldwide?
We don't ship to Mexico because I'm not getting there. And I believe that's basically it. So we're not very old, but we knew to be ready for what mankind was looking for. We're a big solution to everyone looking around saying something's got to get better. We need something out here that's going to actually help us. And as far as I know, Mexico's pretty difficult, but we're having great success. And our shipping stuff is also going to be where we'll have fulfillment centers in every area. So depending on where you're at, you might be, we're obviously so young. We're in the portions of upscaling everything. But you might have to wait a couple weeks to get your Masterpeace, but that would be it. The good thing about Masterpeace is if you look at it in terms of a nanometer size zeolite formula, if you compare it with the other companies that are out there, we have about 8 times or more zeolite compared to them. We have the highest level zeolite, and most companies do. Most companies do buy the best zeolite because zeolite's not very expensive. Okay, so most of them don't chintz on it like that. That would be too ridiculous. But we have 8 times up to 30 times more zeolite, but it's at a better particle range to specifically design to go against, the actual go to the deepest recesses of the body. Our formula will go to the deepest recesses of the body. That's proven.
And so what is the number one thing that you personally like, about the product?
Well, I like waking up every day to people all across the world that I'll never, unfortunately, get the chance to meet, that are experiencing a better life. They're emotional, in the moment, their clarity, their presence, their emotional state of being is on new heights. People are sleeping better a lot of the time, better than they have in a long time, many decades. It's very common for people to start dreaming a lot more than they have dreamed before, which happens when the pineal gland gets unclogged and gets decalcified and gets a chance to actually work again and not be blind. And so getting to wake up and, we made it the most affordable product. That's another thing I'm really proud about, that our intention from the onset, every decision that was made was to provide a way to help mankind. And part of that in the end was making it affordable for everybody. And so we have this product that is so much higher quality, and it's also the lowest cost product. So that if you can't afford us as a nanometer size zeolite, you can't afford anybody. And plus our serving size is so small that our bottle, where most people are doing a 30 or 60 milliliter bottle, everybody is doing a 30 or 60 milliliter bottle, and their product lasts about a month. Ours, we're topping off our bottles, and the serving size is 5 drops. So in a 30 milliliter bottle, you get 600 drops. If you take 5 drops each twice a day, that's 10 drops. So it should last you 60 days. And that's, at that point, you're talking about, right at $1 a day, to put in the most nutrient formula in your life so that you can feel better, and everyone around you that you care about will have a better person to deal with, because, you know, when you're not physically feeling like crap and you're not as depressed because you're in a better mood, you're lifted, right? Your consciousness is up, right? So
Yeah.
you can feel joy all of a sudden, where a lot of us don't feel joy for a long time. We may laugh at some jokes sometimes, but to say, like, inside, do you feel joy like a 2-year-old when they're just walking around just full of joy? Because it's kind of hard to in our toxic world, right? It just is. And so this kind of gives people a lot of that. You know, a lot of people have like an emotional high for a couple of weeks when they first start taking Masterpeace. They have a real emotional high where they're like, I just feel good. I just feel incredible. And it's their bodies being depoisoned. So everything everything about Masterpeace, I'm proud of the whole thing. I'm proud of the people that are on our team. If you take the people that have the best intentions, that are the most anti-materialist people out there to choose from, and that understand that they are their biggest resource out there, whoever you are out there, it's not how much money in your pocket, what your biggest resource is, or whatever your house looks like. It is your time, your energy, and your focus. Okay? And we have the most amazing team that, for all the right reasons, is putting in their very best resources for us. And, you know, and Masterpeace makes you a better resource for yourself, because it helps you with your energy levels. It helps how you feel. It helps how clear you are. If you sleep better, you usually have a little bit more energy during the day also. And definitely helps you with your focus. And when you have better energy and you have better focus, all of a sudden you make a lot better use of your time. So, you know, Masterpeace in every way that you can look at it.
Yeah.
Not just compared to its competitors, but in every way you could dissect it or judge it or critique it. I don't care what aspect. You could be talking about the quality of the formula, the people behind the scenes, the whole team at Masterpeace, anything, the price, the affiliate structure. Get this. If you want to help steward out a product that is specifically designed to improve the consciousness of our planet, if you see that there's a need on the planet for that, you're going to get your time, energy, and focus at Masterpeace compensated better than anybody else. Why? Because we pay a 30% commission out, if you want to call it that, to if you have an affiliate link, because you're an affiliate,
yeah,
you share the good news with someone, you get 20, and they buy a bottle of Masterpeace, you get 25% for that. The person who referred you gets 5%. That's on every bottle. We're not paying Walmart to bring this out. We are paying the people who have the boots on the ground that are giving it, and that's a big deal. So if you want to get behind something that is quickly becoming a movement and helping people in a way that they haven't been helped before, then you're going to be fairly compensated for it better than you are anywhere else. So Masterpeace, in every way that you can look at Masterpeace, is set up to be head and shoulders better than anything you've seen before. To get a part of our team, it costs you nothing. There's no obligations. You don't have to pay an affiliate fee. You don't have a membership fee. If you actually come on our site, and let's just say you're having a bad day and you didn't want to sign up for something, but you signed up for us, you're not going to get your email sent out. You're not going to have your card hit. Nothing. There's nothing to be a part of our team. You pay when you buy Masterpeace. And that's it. Everybody pays the same price. And we just have we're role modeling the way our community of humans and the way a real group is supposed to operate on every level. When we make decisions, it's based on the highest good for humanity. What's going to make this better for mankind? We've done it the whole way. That's why whenever you look at our company, you can't find a way to knock it. You can't find a way to knock the product. It's the best of the best in every way.
That sounds lovely. And it sounds like, just the freedom of choice, people that are, doing well or doing good enough, they can get the product, or if they're struggling financially, that they can still, help other people at the very least. And on the way, for helping others getting paid, so they can even get it themselves. I like that. I like that. So
One thing I would like to share is that the incredible support that Human Conscious support has been offering is these incredible social media platforms, Facebook, Telegram, even a YouTube channel. There's new content, new commercials. This incredible team and staff has been working with Matthew and everybody at the headquarters are doing the best they can to secure your success and your team's success now and in the future. So by all means, take advantage of that system.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That sounds amazing. So just on the phone line before this interview stops, what is your own experience, taking this supplement?
Well, when babies are real small and they put everything to their mouth because their mouth reads everything, and if you try to give baby like ice cream, it doesn't matter what kind of day a baby has. You get these women they have a bad day, they got to eat chocolate or ice cream at home, right, to emotionally drown themselves. Well, babies, no matter what kind of day you have, you give a baby ice cream and the baby knows it's poison, right, and doesn't want anything to do it. They go by the way, yeah. So when my kids take Masterpeace, it's the only thing they will fight each other over, because it's so healthy and their body knows it. So, yeah. 2 years ago, my working knowledge on anything nano was zero. I mean, no more than any normal person who is awake to quantum physics and whatnot. Now, getting linked up with Kansas State University Nanolabs and their chief scientific officer, he getting the chance to become friends with him and him really put his best into, he knew that our mission was to make something that was going to clean out the toxins that he actually for 25 years unknowingly didn't know that he was, full boron. He thought he was making insecticides more biodegradable into the system. And then he's seen it get used on the vaccines, and that same technology got put into the COVID jabs. So when I told him, hey, I wanted to make a formula that was going to take care of getting those things out, he was game on. And so if you can imagine the most capable nano lab in the world with a man that was so passionate for the first time in decades on a project, that what ended up coming with all the intention from the whole team that's been there the whole time up until and then getting to become friends with Michael Coe and just get his wisdom and insight. He taught me everything he knew, and just seeing what's now coming across that in terms of testimonials. I have perfect health and I wouldn't be able to have it. We get sprayed so much around here. I know it's in Masterpeace. I know how good it is. I've actually, it's really funny in my life, all the people that are close to me, they knew a Matthew Hazen before I was, being a CEO and founder of a nutraceutical product company or whatever, So when I would show them Masterpeace and show them what the formula is made out of, they would take it, but they were very much, but they had no type of, they were going to be the toughest lot to sell, right? So they have a joke, no prophet is hated worse than in his own hometown. I'm not a prophet or anything, but that's the kind of thing. So it's like going to my mom and dad who have known a different kind of person. They're like, oh yeah, right. Like it's going to be that great. No, that was the whole attitude. Oh yeah, right. Okay, that's fine. I'll take this. And then to see every single last one of them come back with like, man, I'm having these results. I'm dreaming like crazy. Oh my, I just feel good. And every single person in my life that was pre-Masterpeace to get them on board, which had to be completely well earned. That's been my experience. You know, my mind, my joy, I wake is next level. I totally know that I am the most fortunate and blessed person on earth. I have nothing but blessings on top of blessings. I have the most beautiful family that adores me and doesn't care about anything else other than their dad and their partner. And I don't know if I would be able to see 70% of those blessings if I wasn't as healthy and vital as what I am. And Masterpeace is the keystone part of that. So yeah, that would be my personal testimony. I think my eyesight's improved. I know my iridology reading, I had that done and about 15 months ago, and I just had one last week, and that had really improved. So that couldn't have been. I'm not doing anything different from 15 months ago other than Masterpeace. And I was even taking nanozeolites back then, and these are just so much. This is just so much more of an effective formula. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be my personal testimony. I've never had anybody ask me that. Nobody's ever asked me what's my personal testimonial of it. But yeah, that's be my mind. How about you, Brother Sage? What would be your personal testimony?
Well, my personal testimony is that my body is performing better. I'm able to do a heck of a lot more projects in one day. A lot of times I'm multitasking on the internet where I've got 4 private messages going on and 4 all these windows going on. I feel like I'm doing stock market kind of stuff. And I'm able to stay present with people better than ever before. It's great to have your brain firing on all cylinders, not having your body having to compete with all kinds of foreign material. And it's been really helpful for me. I consult with people all over the world, so it's great to be able to keep my heart open, which is also a side benefit, is you're more in a state of joyousness and gratitude than ever before because you're not competing with anything that's going to interfere with your heart communicating with you. So
let me ask you a question, Brother Sage.
Sure.
How tall are you?
6'4".
So you're 6'4", and how old are you?
69.
So 69. Your mind and your brain, you're a real tall 69-year-old man. And so usually those guys bite the dust a lot faster than you. You're at 69 and you get around all day looking at multiple screens at times and you know the importance of self-love and taking care of yourself. And you're hitting on all 8 cylinders, not 4 cylinders, but 8 cylinders. So
yeah,
that's amazing. That's truly amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Most people your age, by the way, have lost their mind about 5 years ago. In today's day and age, most people that in America that retire at 65 have lost their mind. Yeah.
My dad died at 62, and when I passed that age, I knew I hit a new landmark, and there was nothing going to stop me. And you know, many people at 69 that have dark hair.
Right.
Yeah. I would even say, like, you look like somebody who's 40. But yeah, it's like, you look very young and doing very well considering like you're 69 compared to like, most people out there, that are up in the ages. So is there anything you would like to share that we haven't touched before we finish?
Yes. So if you've made it to the interview this long, and this is something that you've been thinking about for a while, then let's put your affiliate link, Niels, at the bottom. So whenever you share the video anywhere, and if someone's made it this long, then this is what I suggest. You have nothing to lose, and you have the vitality and all to gain, really. So you've tried everything else in your life. You maybe try this too and give this a whirl. And if you do, put in your affiliate link. All the person needs to do is touch the affiliate link. It'll send them right to the page where it says, hey, there's no obligations here. If you don't ever use this or anything, there's nothing that's gonna, there's, you know, no recurring fees or anything like that. So, and then order a bottle and put it in the shipping notes that you watched Neil's show and that you would like an extra bottle. And whatever you order, we'll send in an extra bottle for you if you do that. And then use that bottle as you wish. Or if you know someone that's really in need, then pass them the bottle. But yeah, if you've made it this long on the show, then that's let's go ahead and do that as a to help them out.
That is a very
what I have to offer you, Niels, and all your upcoming affiliates and their upcoming affiliates is that I've been doing this kind of networking and team building for many, many years. So as the captain of the Brother Sage Masterpeace Dream Team, we can all work together. We can create systems for everybody. There's affiliate sign-up videos on Masterpeace YouTube channel. Whatever you need, we'll make it available, or we'll design something that'll support everybody in their success.
Right. That's right.
Awesome.
And Niels, I want to tell you, brother, thank you very much for what you're doing. For, you know, there's a flock of good-natured souls out there, and you're one of them that see where this is a good place to put your time and energy into, right? You and anything that comes of this is going to benefit the next person a lot, and that counts for everything. So from one man to another, a brother to a brother, thank you for being here, and thanks for doing your best
for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you guys on and having you explain how it all works. And yeah, it's been absolutely amazing, and I can't wait you know, for the next interview or the next episode that's going to be available for everybody. And yeah, it's been, thank you so much for your time and your energy coming on. So it's been wonderful. Thank you.